Alrighty, YouTube Collective. We're going in positive, high vibrational, ready for whatever 2024 is bringing us. Because we're not setting up for failure. We're not appeasing others in their low timelines. You're staying focused on the bigger and better pictures. The individuals that expand your life and your happiness. Any low or negative emotions that try to penetrate your bubble cease to exist. We are to embrace the high and low frequencies of understanding the current, but we are not to embrace individuals who stay in pessimistic mindsets and view others' pain as joy. Others that wish ill will on individuals, it's sickening. You're an extreme person of value. And you have in the past pacified relationships, being afraid to let them go of what could happen. Even this could even be friends. You used to stay friends with people because you were afraid of what could happen. And in recent times, you've hit an aha moment of anybody that sends me ill will, if I just don't meet that frequency, it sends right back to them. Yeah, they're allowed to think and what they want to believe by you putting yourself first. Your life is like a movie, my dude. And with that knowledge, you decide to go inwards from anybody that gives you revenge energy. Anybody that acts like they're for protection, but would not even... Okay, you had somebody that would be... I keep hearing mimic energy. So there's a person that was stealing your ideas. You could have had a business partner. I feel this is a friendship and or business reading. It's not even necessarily about love. It could be if you were in business with a love partner. Nonetheless, there was an individual who liked to be acting very authentic, and they were stealing your ideas and your energy. And it was this could even be more than one person. You could be a very expressive, and you're always focused on being your authentic self, not paying attention to how others are acting. So Spirit says you were distracted and weren't seeing the signs that certain individuals were copying or taking your ideas. And you had this energetic door, this space that was allowing them to come into your school, basically. And you put a stop to that in 24. You went into 2024 fighting. Okay, I know exactly what this reading is about. This is for you to see the perception. This is a reading that's about helping you see the perception others see of you, but the difference, go with me here, between the ones that are how high vibrational people see you and how low vibrational people see you. So you can feel the difference. Interesting. Let's go. Very interesting. Well, a lot of people feel very intimidated by you. In a business setting, there's a lot of others putting you on this pedestal and you not even registering it. You truly have helped a lot of people who... And this says everything about them, not you, okay? You've helped a lot of people who didn't have your best interest at heart. Certain individuals felt like they avoided so long their inner growth that other people got ahead of them. So there could be some people that were older. Maybe you have a job where you have more authority than people that are older than you, people that have been working in this industry or position longer than you, but you have a place of authority and they feel jealous about it. They're like, when I was younger, if I would have woken up to something or etc., I would be where they are now. And instead of just growing up, and releasing that envious like state of frame and being happy that the next generation or etc. is evolving, they saw it as wanting to take it from you. But they made compromises within their self, why their ego made compromises with them for why it wasn't in vain to use you in this sense. Like, oh, I'm helping them in certain ways. We're friends. We keep each other in check. We get each other advice, etc. They made compromises in their mind why it was okay to think of you this way and have a love-hate relationship with you in their mind. This person's very emotional. All you wanted was best for them. All you wanted was to help and celebrate their success and expand. While this other person, their emotions got the best of them. This is an individual that teeter-totters back and forth from being the own villain to the own superhero of their own life. They see themselves as an anti-hero. And I get that, but actually what they're doing in the world is not being an anti-hero. It's something still dark, and they wondered why certain things aren't being as successful in their life as it is yours. It is because of that. I sense an individual who impulsively would take your ideas and others could see it. Maybe they even dressed the way you dressed, or they talked the way you talked, did things the way you did, and other people were pointing it out. They're like, that's obvious as fuck that you stole that from this person, aka you. You see, this person, they absolutely came from a home where there wasn't much nurture. And that's where we have an understandance, but not an excuse for somebody for why it's been hard for them to release, not letting their emotions control their outcomes. You see, when being in touch with your emotions is a beautiful and strong thing if you're doing the inner work. If you're not, it's like a ticking time bomb. I am not saying this person has to go a whole 180 and change exactly who they are, and they're this terrible person that's stealing everything from you. No, okay? The reason the person was doing this, they almost felt like they were admiring you as well. That's where this love-hate relationship in their head came with you. Because they saw you embrace a whole new identity so fast. This is interesting energy because I almost sense somebody trying to, somebody really wanted to go on a scavenger hunt and learn a lot about you. So I could see somebody literally almost even going through people connected to you's Facebooks, Instagrams, etc. And the more and more they learned about you, the more they just saw how hard it was for you to get to where you were. And that you haven't just been handed things. And it's kind of crazy. They went through all these hoops and leaps to try to find out things about you. There was an eternalness they knew they couldn't ask. If you wanted them to know this information, you would have. It's that simple. Somebody was trying to find any reason to destroy your image, is what I'm stating. They couldn't find anything to destroy their image, their perception of you. Your authenticity only grew. This could even be a sense of them talking to others about you and people being like, I don't know what you're talking about, like, I like that person, etc. It was hard. It was really, really hard for you to let this person go. You could have blocked an individual. You could have just unfriended, or you could have had full-blown conversation that we're not going to be business partners anymore. We're not going to work together. We're not going to be friends. And they don't realize, and they never will realize how hard it was for you to do that. Because you realize nothing's getting in the way of me and my family life. Nothing. Nothing's getting in the way of me and my fruition. I have enough friends. I have enough internal gratefulness and abundance to know when something's of avoidance of me, something that would lower my abundance. I am not afraid of people coming in and out because I know that I know individuals are never permanent. That we must appreciate and be grateful for the moments, and the ones that are supposed to stay, stay. The ones that have the courage to continue forward with me and learn together will sow, and the ones that don't will fade with time. There was nothing nurturing about this dynamic. Justice was served when you unclicked that button. Justice is served when you clicked send to send that message. Justice was served when you looked them in their eyes and stated your inner truth. You are in complete control of your divine masculine nature, no matter how you identify. This reading, you have held complete strength and logical thinking, therefore working with your emotions. Because everything in your emotions wanted you to just continue to give excuses and say, no, it's not a coincidence, or it's just a coincidence that these certain events are happening in my life as soon as this person told me their universal truth or their opinion, etc. You're seeing how others trickle into your timeline. You're an inventor and a bearer of good news. You're an entrepreneur. You're a leader. And take that exactly as it resonates for you. Because we need leaders, entrepreneurs, big, creative mind-breaking thinkers to move and change this world. Wow. Understand, when you're doing something right, that is when people will start to see you as intimidation. 2024 is not about you embarking on a whole new identity. You have found your identity. You know exactly who you are. It's about expanding it. Taking the words out of the book and making a movie of it. This year, they need you to be ready for new opportunities in love, in friendship, and in business. That the ones that enter this year are made in the new timeline of you. Don't meet the old existence of you. And that you are correct. Anybody that would have gone away in your fruition, anybody that would have been a bad energy investment or money investment, etc., you excluded from your life. Wow. So that was one big specific, that must have been like one big specific person. This is now, how are high vibrational individuals in your existence seeing you? Well, it looks like you're very easy on the eyes. A lot of people see you as more than a best friend. They see you as a sibling, a brother, a sister, a role model, something far beyond this existence, far beyond blood, and more than coincidence meeting you. Individuals are fascinated by you. And when you walk into a room, it's very magnetizing. Certain individuals are so conflicted, they could be on the whole other side of the road. It was what they want me to state, the whole other side of the road, of the world, etc. Losing sleep because you make them see things different. There are quite a few people actually that have seen you one time and feel like they're in love with you. Because they see a timeline. They see a high timeline with you, with a type of person that is a partner as you. The characteristics of you. There are some high vibrational people that really are feeling so conflicted because they're in relationships with other individuals and feel so much for you and miss your presence, is what they're stating. People feel that you're more than family. It's like as soon as you pop in front of somebody's face and your eyes lock, it is not the first time you've met them. People feel that you have a deeper connection to source and to your intuition, to that gut feeling than anybody they've ever met. They want me to state from your mom's side you have witch blood lineage. And from your dad's side, you have connections to, all I keep saying is Nordic mythology, to Norse Vikings. And this is the year of the dragon. Your family has a red and white dragon that protects over your lineage. This is they're saying this is a very important thing for you to know. And your red and white dragon mists the smell of peppermint to you all the time. When you smell that sweetness engulf when you're around somebody, when they grace you with peppermint, they are reminding you that this is a protected, that there's something high vibrational here. When you smell potent disgust, and you just can't explain it, and all these people can even say this one person smells really good, but to you, for some reason, they don't, or you notice somebody not being able to look you in your eyes. You notice somebody being, if you have evil eye pendant on it, etc., they feel deflected, they feel crouched up from you. Really what I just got from that is high vibrational people can see how fast individuals that don't meet your frequency can be timid and go away. Individuals that usually act all big and buff, you can put down pretty quick without even doing anything, literally just being in presence, staring. You can look straight through a person's soul. People see that you have a deeper connection to source. And they see it and see it. You have a twin flame that has completely received the download of your past life together. You have your twin flame's high vibrational is what they want me to state as well. So they're doing the work in their life, no matter if you're in or out of each other's lives. If you've been wondering if your twin flame has been watching you, they absolutely have. Music is a big way you two speak to each other. So if you're absolutely been wanting to receive more messages and downloads, if you're in separation with this person, I would state, put your Spotify, your YouTube, however that resonates, music playlist on shuffle with the intention of receiving downloads within a certain amount of songs. 5 songs, these next 5 songs. What is my person feeling right now? Write them down, listen to the lyrics, listen to how it makes you feel. They're full-on conversations. High vibrational people are pulled to you and see without truly knowing that they've met you before. So right now, how can you register when you're trying to pacify a low vibrational source without even realizing it? Wow, well, they make you hazy with your money. Okay, so there is somebody who tried to woo you, who thought that they were going to be able to be a mooch off you in a romantic sense completely, that you very much left in 23. You saw the subliminal messaging. You saw and destroyed their plans that they had to take what you had. They made clear as day signs that they were poison in your life. And as soon as you identified this, this didn't start happening until this person entered my life. This didn't really happen until, and it's not deflecting, because you were honoring and changing and upgrading and taking the mask off to yourself. And you stop blaming yourself for everything. You stop tripping and saying, no, I'm just making assumptions. It's a coincidence. No, you noticed when certain things started happening in your life, when you allowed low vibrational sources in. You were not investing money correctly. You were getting distracted from your determination. Or it looks like your determination switched and went from being consistent to your own values to consistent to making time for somebody else. And you couldn't feel or understand why this person made you feel like you almost had to form a new identity. Low vibrational people, it feels like they're in an internal war trying to get into your brain. You can see the difference between determination and consistency. Determination is a beautiful thing when it's used for the right reasons. Low vibrational people also are very extremely attracted to because they want what they can't have. You have certain individuals that have nothing to absolutely give who really would try to make it seem like your life is more benefited with them in it. Low vibrational people see that the amount of goodwill, the amount of authenticity and help you give, they will never be able to steal from you. A lot of low vibrational people won't even stay around you anymore. Like when it comes to personal life, like individuals will be attracted to you. And you can tell when you're out and about, oh, that's a low vibrational person, etc. Those ones want what they can't have. The low vibrational people that were in your life, in your inner circle, etc., saw that you finally saw through them. And that by how much goodwill you do and how high vibrational you are, they are not going to penetrate that life force and make a tear and steal from you. Low vibrational people see you embracing completely your identity and that you are not about revenge. You are about cause and effect. You are about karma. What goes around comes around. And you aren't afraid of anything because your karma is high vibrational. This journey is not about anybody else except yourself. Everybody else is along for the ride of your existence. This is your sentientness. And you have been a motherfucking G controlling and taking those reins head on and steering you to your highest timeline. You have decided, I understand that I'm on Earth, but I'm not on just one existence of Earth. All these people here aren't on the same Earth as me, and if they would like to pacify those, and just go by and their days and those lower timelines and stuck, let them. I will live on a different version of Earth. And only the individuals who don't understand manifestation, the power of thought, will think you're crazy for that. Everybody else that is there, well, they'll meet you at the finish line. And that is what I have for you today, my friend. I will see you when I see you. Let's get it.